Hello, everyone, and welcome to VYTALCast number 85. Here we have PSYLOD, or also known as Vincent. And
Hey guys, I'm finally making my debut on this podcast. It's been a while, David.
He made the big milestone. It's not
Yeah.
that big. I always thought it was funny.
Stop ruining my moment, David.
No, it's good. I always thought it was funny. Like people on Twitter were like, "Oh my gosh, we're so proud of you! You finally did it." I'm like, is this considered that big of a deal?
You see the YouTuber. It just let the other YouTuber on the podcast. It's fucking epic, man.
Oh man, he let his own friend on his own podcast. That's mind blowing. Okay, I'm
Whoa,
not...
dude. Whoa, dude. I mean, I had to pull some strings just to get on here. So give me some credit, guys.
Yeah, he had to carry his suitcase throughout RTX to make me feel bad enough.
that was the last time I saw David IRL at RTX. I was about to go home and go to the airport, and he's like, "Yo, why aren't you
rolling your suitcase?"
Yeah, and I'm just like, "Well, the thing's broken, so darn."
Yeah, was it the handle or the wheels, or was it both?
I think it was the handle that just wasn't coming out as an old suitcase. I've yet to buy a new suitcase, but I'll do it later.
I was walking with Cal when we bumped into you, right?
I have no memory.
I think Cal and I were heading back to my hotel room because I was gonna give her something.
I legit have zero memory of Cal being there, but
I remember her being there because it was the last day, and she and I walked through Austin downtown. To get her something because she was in need of something. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was snacks or something else, but I just quickly ran back to my hotel with her and got her some stuff. Oh wait, no, she was Arnold was sick and she needed vitamin C, and I had like a whole bunch of vitamin C back in my hotel room, so I got a whole bunch of that for her to give to Arnold. So and
convention flu, right, or whatever.
Yeah, con flu. Yeah.
Con flu.
Also, I want to say hi to Verif and Thunderstorm and Lee. Just got the notification and dropping by to say hi and have a good podcast. Thank you, Lee. Also,
hi guys.
Lee is next week's guest. Just FYI for everyone. And also Arnold is live as well. So if you guys want to have 2 tabs open, so you have double the RWBY discussion.
Just multitask, guys.
Just multitask, You got 2 ears, have one podcast go in one ear, have the other podcast going in the other.
Just, we're not responsible for any brain damage.
We'll put that responsibility onto Arnold's discussion.
Ramble the birds, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, also, Jessie is trying to say hello to you. She's Thunderstorm in the chat.
Hey, it's Jess.
And there's AutoCat.
Thanks for making it, guys.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, where shall we begin for Chapter 3 for the discussion?
Alright, Chapter 3. I mean, the most obvious, I think, would have to be the new outfits just debuting on our characters. Well.
Oh, yeah. And it's in the thumbnail for this video, so.
It is?
Yeah, it says new outfits and dynamics.
Oh, for a second I thought you meant because you put the actual render or an actual render of the character.
No, I can do that if you want. I could just.
That would be
BS
pretty
all
cool.
This. Actually,
that would be pretty cool.
Go to Twitter, and then I could go. Anyway, let's talk about the new outfits. Who do you like best, or who do you think had like the best outfit reveal?
I think all 4 of them in the episode got revealed at once, if I'm not mistaken. Kinda.
Yeah,
no? Or am I wrong?
Are you talking about Team RWBY? Sorry,
yeah, Team RWBY. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm focusing on Team RWBY for now.
Yeah, we saw them quite a while ago, and I just realized the photo of them that I was pulling up was actually like the test thumbnail for my reaction video, so I'm on there, so I'm like, oh, whoops, let me find the actual picture I uploaded.
I have to say, because I don't want to be biased.
Mm-hmm. If you're talking favorites...
Blake.
Dude, honestly, I love Blake's new design so much.
Oh, yeah. I remember...
It's RWBY then her, or RWBY... I mean, her then RWBY for new designs.
I think RWBY was the one who was shown last at that RWBY panel back in Austin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the order they showed it in. If memory serves, but it's probably kicking me in the ass right now. It was probably Weiss, Blake, Yang, and then RWBY. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
When they showed it back then.
Yeah, they showed it in the order that they showed in the intro. Funny enough, because the intro does Yang, Blake, Weiss, RWBY as well.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. And
all right.
Since you mentioned, oh, just kidding. OBS and its window captures. Gotta love it. Okay. There it is.
Oh, hey, it's Bruce. Hi, Bruce. He's Sirs and Madam's Entertainment.
Oh yeah, and also I want to say hi to Brandon Dodge and Austin. Austin, I noticed you. Thank you for noticing me, especially when our other friend is also streaming. Everyone, just go into his chat and tell him to stop. Just kidding. I kid.
He'll get the message when we spam VYTALCast in his chat. It's
no, like, don't. I don't want to be hated. I don't want to be hated.
I can share the hate with you if you want. I mean, shit. Yeah. I was the one who suggested it, and Arnold's gonna be like,
"Hey, sir and madams." Yeah. You know what? Arnold shared you in a tweet. He'll forgive you. You go ahead and give the suggestion.
It's like,
yeah, like share me. Nah.
It's like yeah. That I know we're supposed to be talking about outfits here, but it's just like, obviously, like I get it. When you're put in the spotlight, it's gonna like it has the temptation to screw with you in a positive and negative way. Positive to the point where like, okay, your confidence is boosted, but negative to the point where your ego is bloated. And my ego is not bloated. I try to keep myself positive while making sure I'm humble in the community to an extent.
Also, speaking of the spotlight, let's put the spotlight on you for a bit. Brandon Dodge is asking, so what content does PSYLOD do?
All right, finally. All right. So basically, I try to pride myself a lot. I mean, I'll probably get into some boring background bullshit, but I try to pride myself in review type content. So besides RWBY, I'll try to do movies. I want to move into video games, more video games next year. I definitely want to do more anime like reviews, anime film reviews. Okay. I had an anime film review like David, you know, A Silent Voice, for example.
Yeah. The one that I did a reaction to and cried to a lot.
Like... I didn't watch it, but I'm 99% certain that's true. But I was going to do a review, but then after a while, I just kind of got a little. I wouldn't say burnt out. I didn't cancel the project. The project is on hiatus, so I kind of put it on hiatus for now. And then, oh, sorry, am I talking over you, David?
No, you're fine. Everyone's just seeing like my background thing. I was like trying to pull up the details on my Silent Voice reaction. It's actually one of the most viewed videos I've had this year, at like just barely under 14,000 views. But anyway, not trying to flex.
14,000 views. God damn, son.
Yeah.
Now, where was I going with the Silent Voice? Oh yeah, so since the project is kind of on an indefinite hiatus, I just I'm gonna probably push it to like 2020 sometime. Maybe work on it during the holidays if I ever want to do so. And I guess can I say a couple people that inspire me? I guess if that's
appropriate. Go ahead.
So a couple names. I guess I have to. Probably people know them. Probably people don't know them.
Okay.
Like a guy in the COD Zombies community. His name's JRRizzo or JRRizzo, JRRizzo. It only goes by JRRizzo. Like his review content inspired me to start making review content, and Rizzo actually sent me, like he recommended another channel that I watch like usually every so often, like a lot. Is a channel named RWBY.
Okay. Oh wait, I actually used to be subbed to him.
Oh, you used to watch RWBY?
Yeah, just this was like 3 or 4 years ago though.
Yeah, he's still making some pretty solid content.
Cool.
Yeah, he's I think he hinted at in a video after like he made a video on. So I finally played an F1 game, like that's a racing game.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was working on a Call of Duty 4 retrospective. Must be like another one of his 10-year later. He's basically known for like his like X video game X amount of years later thing. So like for example, Mass Effect 8 years later or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the thing at the top of my head, but there you go.
Nice.
Some people, friends of mine, have noticed that even Calaxon pointed this out when she told me she watched one of my videos with Arnold. She told me like, wait, that doesn't sound like Vincent at all. Like that doesn't sound like the Vincent I know in class.
When you was it when you uploaded the clip to your chapter 1 review?
No, it was I made a video called being a RWBY tuber should probably take a drink, but I made a video called being a RWBY tuber, and Cal noticed like that Vincent sounds really different compared to the one I know in class.
Yeah. Also, I think your friend Spectre799 Gaming,
Matthew.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to VYTALCast, my friend. I don't know what the fuck that is. I just
You're just going full Dracula on us, you know. It's fine. I cosplay Trevor Belmont. I'll just have to kill you afterwards. It's fine.
Oh well.
You had to like think and contemplate.
It's like, do I want to die? Okay.
It might as well in this economy. Anyway,
back. This is a little too dark. Back to the outfits, right?
Yeah, back to the outfits. I was gonna say, you like Blake's the best. I'm more on like, I really like Ren, Ruby, and Blake. Those are my top 3 favorites.
Actually, I wasn't really thinking of Jean, Ren, or Nora yet, but I gotta say, Nora looks pretty good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Nora. When does Nora not look good? She's always doing like the cutest
You're right.
look.
You're right.
Yeah.
She's smiling and hammering away.
Wait, did I not say hi to Inspector Who yet? I'm so sorry, Inspector. Sorry. You said hello all twice, and I'm like, oh no, I thought I said hello to him. And save the bees. And also he's saying murder on VYTALCast. I actually do want to message Arnold again about being on VYTALCast, and I have 2 potential days picked out for him.
Okay.
But
we'll focus on the future later. Or you can focus on the future later. We're here now.
Let's focus a week ago with chapter 3 or whatever.
4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, it's the 3rd chapter. Chapter 4's tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like when you were focusing on...
No, I said a week from now.
Yeah, because a week from now we would have had chapter 4 out for a while, and then we'll have chapter 5 later.
Yeah. Let's talk chapter 5. We know nothing. Just kidding.
We know nothing.
We know nothing.
Yeah, Penny's dead again, so go home, everybody.
Yeah. Everyone's dead by chapter 5.
Yay! We don't have RWBY anymore.
I mean, that's not something to cheer for, but we're free. We can finally make whatever.
I'll meme about it just for the fuck of it, because I know if RWBY were to just abruptly end one day, I'm 99% certain that, I'm not like the hate dumb is just gonna be like,
oh gosh, yeah,
hate dumb is just gonna be like, yo, what a splendid day, and like, I don't know, I love taking the piss out of hype and hate culture. It's fun.
It is kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, so how do you feel about Jean? Because I like his design now that time has passed and it's grown on me, and we've seen it now in the episode.
I'd have to say the same thing, like with Jean. I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure he was revealed at New York Comic Con, or the concept art was revealed at New York Comic Con. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And now I'm in 3D, and I'm just like, okay, my boy's looking fresh.
Yeah.
I think there's it might have been Miles, but I think someone said that Nora did a little trimming on his head. I could be wrong though. Someone in the chat.
I wasn't there to witness it, so it might as well. been him. It could have been Carrie. I could see Carrie making that joke as well.
Hey guys, I'm about to curse the whole chat. Remember the time when someone photoshopped Adam's hair on the new Jean?
Oh gosh, no. No.
Remember
Forget
that
the chat,
shit?
you cursed me. Gosh.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Okay, Chad and David.
Yeah. Also, That's Candy in the chat was asking, I wonder what would happen to Penny if she was the only one left on Remnant, just like Salem once was. I think Penny would be like Wally. Have you seen that movie?
Okay. Oh, wait. Yes, I have. A long time ago, many times.
I saw it once. I was 12. I feel old now. Oh gosh. Okay.
Don't make me feel old now, David.
Yeah. No, we'll avoid that. But I think Penny would just try to find little tasks to do by herself until someone eventually finds her.
I mean, she's not a Terminator. She's not going to be lost without her programming.
Yeah.
Then again, well, I can't spoil Dark Fate, even though if it was kind of like a man movie, but...
no one cares about Dark Fate.
Darn. Oh, well. Do you care if I drop spoilers about Dark Fate in a RWBY podcast?
I mean, I know what happens with John Connor and all that.
Yeah. Basically, like, after Schwarzenegger just kills John Connor in the beginning, like, good fucking job, guys. Swell fucking job. That's how you start a movie.
Yeah.
After that, he actually
Chapter 5 starts off with RWBY being killed by Salem, so...
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, and then afterwards he found a purpose, like, after he gained a bit of a consciousness after he broke his programming. Mm-hmm. Or a conscience? Yeah, that's the right word, not consciousness.
That'd be like turning off, but yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, Penny doesn't really have a programming, but she does have a soul. So it's kind of like, you know, I think whatever would have happened to a normal person would happen to her, but because she's a robot, she doesn't age and die of age like we would. So she would just be around for a long time if she was
depending on how durable Pietro built her.
yeah, as long as she doesn't catch herself on her own cords, she's fine.
Yeah,
nothing happened. She's fine.
Ever.
I accidentally had Volume 3 spoiled for a friend because we watched RWBY Chibi 7 episodes in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't watch Chibi if you haven't seen Volume 3. Chibi is meant to be a relaxation therapy.
It's supposed to be therapy after Volume 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Thunderstorm is saying, do y'all think Ren's hair looks like Monty's hair in the front? I always thought he kind of resembled Monty to begin with.
I don't remember at the top of my head right now what he looks like, but that's an interesting idea.
Yeah. I mean, if you just look up like Monty in Immersion or the RT podcast, you'll get a general gist of what he looked like from day to day.
I think I'm getting an image in my head as to like what he kind of looked like.
But honestly, for me, Ren since Volume 1 has always kind of looked like Monty, especially since Monty played him at the beginning. It was just basically like get rid of the pink stripe in his hair, and you pretty much have Monty.
Yeah.
Stoic is...
Anyone else? Anyone else in the chat?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people in chat.
Hell yeah.
Brandon Dodge was asking about having RWBY Productions on VYTALCast sometimes. I actually did talk to them about that because I met them at the airport on my way out of Austin, and
nice.
I got their business card. It was right here. Nope, that's a brochure. I have their business card like right around somewhere. I can't show it on camera because I don't want to like accidentally reveal the person's phone number, but
yeah, like privacy issues and shit.
Yeah, I did used to be in talks to them about that, but things kind of just slowly dropped off.
Yeah, it'll happen. Like it'll happen.
I get busy, they get busy. You know, it's the YouTube life. But
schedules don't really like align together. Sometimes it just happens. You just move on. You find other creative outlets to pursue.
That's Canny said Ren is so zen, but Monty seemed like a party. No, Monty was a party, but aesthetically, he and Ren looked alike. Like, or better put, like,
Speaking,
Ren during the Beacon Ball episode where he actually lets loose and dances. That's Monty.
Oh yeah. Monty was all about the dancing.
Yeah, except for that was like Monty 24/7. It was pretty great.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Zen, like what's his face? Like I think his name's Vine. You know, like kind of like Buddha.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Ace Operatives are kind of like a weird Overwatch reference. Like they all remind me. So like that guy, he reminds me of Zenyatta, the robot guy from Overwatch.
Okay, now that you mention it, you're kind of giving me some parallels.
Actually,
with, Overwatch. I've never played
Ace Operatives RWBY.
I never really played much of Overwatch, but I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so Vine. I'll click on Vine. I'll pull up his picture bigger. So there's Vine.
While we're
you keep
while
going.
we're still talking. So if Vine is I forget his name now. The robot Zen dude from Overwatch.
Zenyatta. Yeah.
Zenyatta. Does that make Harriet Tracer?
Yes, I was gonna say Harriet's Tracer by far. So, go back, tab, go to Harriet. Oh my gosh, the wiki is garbage. Okay, it is not holding still. Everyone watching the stream is like, "What is happening to that wiki?" So yeah,
give us high quality. Wait, what's happening with the wiki?
It keeps giving me weird ads that like shift everything down or up, and I'm just trying to click on things.
I just want high quality renders, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing about being a YouTuber. Sometimes you have to obsess over like how many pixels are in an image.
Yeah, that's why I just save frames from the episode. But yeah, so then Harriet is Tracer, and then Elm. We haven't seen her fight a whole lot, but I think she's like Reinhardt
is that the big lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who like gave RWBY like the shoulder ride.
Oh yeah. That was cute. I like it.
Yeah. It was one of the best background moments that didn't deserve to be a background moment. It deserved to be in the foreground, honestly. I adore Elm and her muscles so much.
She can kick my ass any day. Did I say that?
Yes.
That's going on record, everyone. PSYLOD is a masochist.
Yeah.
Dear fucking lord. Dear fucking lord. This is the problem with me. It's just like, do I want to be serious or do I want to be a meme? Do I want to be serious? Do I want to be a meme?
I forgot her name. This girl. What's her name? Brigitte. Yeah, she reminds me of Brigitte. Because Brigitte has like the hammer thing and a shield and all that. So that's what Elm reminds me of. I know you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but this is for the chat and the real gamers who know what Overwatch is.
Someone down there will know who she is, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then Clover, he's a tricky one. I don't know what to put him down as. I want to say as like kind of like Lucio or Mercy because of the fishing hook, but also mostly because of how his perk works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
bad luck. No, not bad
his
luck.
Good
bad
luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, his good luck kind of like helps aid the team, kind of like Lucio's music.
Yeah. I know we were talking about like outfits earlier. I'm surprised we didn't bring up Crow's new outfit.
We'll get to him. Yeah, I like Crow's new outfit. It's very subtle. I guess like RWBY, and Jean, their outfit changes are pretty subtle, but I really like them because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we got what's his name? Marrow.
Marrow. The Doge boy. He's a wolf, actually.
Dude, I just love how his name's a pun. Because Marrow, like bone marrow, and then he's a husky.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He just like snaps his finger and says like, "Stay."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Like I like that. Yeah, I'm very surprised. Like on that topic, like I thought the Aesop's, I thought we were gonna have another Volume 5 where, you know, there's too much shit packed into one space, and we have no idea what to do with it. And Volume 7, it's just like, wow, I like these guys already.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what Marrow reminds me of. I don't know. They remind me of Overwatch overall. Mainly because
I guess all I can say about Marrow is because I've seen this discussion go around the RWBY community ever so often. I guess I lost the thought, but I guess he had to be an obedient Faunus all his life, and now he has power.
Yeah.
As some people.
I think I kind of started that discussion because I kind of called him a token Faunus, like the Faunus that.
A token Faunus.
Because basically he's a token Faunus, and like the people of Atlas don't apply the typical stereotypes of Faunus onto him. They kind of use him as like the pedestal Faunus and be like, oh man, if only all of the Faunus were like Marrow, like he's so good and obedient and serves us without question. That was kind of the thing that I started with him on Twitter, and then other people started talking about it.
That's interesting.
Because Thomas and I talked about it quite a bit, and Thomas was like, "Oh, I didn't think about it from this angle, but that fits." So
that is a. I'm definitely stealing that for my review.
Feel free.
You mind if I, David? Oh wait, you just said it.
Yeah. Also, Allocat was asking for like RWBY reviewers who analyze episodes but do not predict what will happen in the future.
Hi, it's me. Hello, I'm right here. I'm on the left side of David's screen.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's very tricky to like not predict what happens in the future because you yourself, when you're saying something, don't know is actually gonna happen, and when it happens, you're just like, oh, I was right. That was a thing that happened. So
personally, I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, okay, cool. I mean, sometimes I get a little excited about it because I was like, ooh, I did that, but.
I did a thing.
It's not a thing I ever try to intentionally do. It's just something that gets the dopamine running. You know, it's a reward system.
Like that'll get the adrenaline pumping when you're just saying like, this is gonna be a thing, and then people are like, nah, you're crazy.
Yeah, secretly Miles and Carrie just watch my videos, and then they like put my stuff into the show, and it just gives me a shot of like goodness.
Pumping in my veins.
Yeah. Oh, and then Inspector Who had a good point. He said, plus a lot of reviewers know story formulas, so that so it's pretty easy for them to follow and predict what happens next just by like, okay, here are the story beats and tropes. This is the rational thing that's going to happen next, and because it's a rational thing, it's likely to happen.
Oh no, nothing. I just I had you know how you told me on Twitter a couple days ago how Harriet's robotic whatever it is like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's exosuits?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. I just hope Volume 7 doesn't turn out like AW where like, you know, they do their jobs. They basically won, but we still have a game to finish. So what's there left? Oh, we got to betray the people we've been working with for a long time because they're actually the bad guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's Kevin Spacey. We all knew he was the bad guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sorry, that was a terrible joke.
Like, just replace Kevin Spacey. No, just replace Jacques with I don't know, as Thomas likes to call him, Jacques Ashney with Kevin Spacey. You wouldn't get any difference. That'd be so fucking cursed. I'm putting that in my review. I'm gonna find some Advanced Warfare, I don't know, dialogue clips from Kevin Spacey's character and just put it over Jacques if he ever comes up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling up the tweet where you talked about the exosuits where you and I. So here's Harriet's exosuit.
I'm not gonna spit my water everywhere. Hang on.
Also, you found like really good screenshots for Harriet with her suit. Personally, I was thinking of the shot where she's running underneath the Grim, and you see her like shoot it out of her backpack and grab it. But
yeah, I like actually.
Really
thank you. I record like I screen cap the episodes just to use for reviews, and then I go through them, and if I find a screenshot that I need, I can just go do that conveniently.
Yeah. So, for everyone, that's basically what we were seeing, and that was also how I was going to segue talking about your other content about Call of Duty, since that was mostly what you were doing before RWBY came into your channel.
Well, like, I guess Call of Duty was... I wanted to get into the Call of Duty Zombies community, but that didn't really work out because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, really. My skills were really underdeveloped, and I wasn't really getting that much views. And then RWBY just happened to click just like that.
Yeah.
I know we're jumping all over the place, but...
No, I mean, my channel followed a very similar path than yours, like... But I was doing Halo, not Call of Duty. I mean, I had a few Call of Duty videos, but it was mostly Halo. I had a weird trip down memory lane this morning about that, but yeah.
Yeah. It's good to cringe about our old stuff every so often.
Yeah.
Like, I know my... I brought this name up before, Rizzo. He made a whole retrospective on, Infinite Warfare?
Yeah.
You know how they had a zombies mode themselves?
Sure.
Yeah. So basically, he made an entire retrospective on like the entire season of the zombies content in that game, and he was critical. He was good and analytical. Some people thought he was a little too harsh, and even later he kind of admitted, okay, I was a little too harsh on some of the contents. I'm gonna try to do better in the future, and he did.
Oh, that's good.
That's something that I even found was like, as everyone in this chat will know, his name, Unicorn of War, Thomas. Like, back in the day, he made rewrites and stuff about RWBY Volume 5, and then later, I think it was RWBY Volume 5 stuff.
Yeah, he did Volume 5.
And then later in hindsight, I was like, okay, that was a little much.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay, because, opinions change, they can change as well, and I'm sorry if I'm jumping back to Rizzo for 1 second, but there's a zombies map in Black Ops 2 called Buried. He considered it the worst zombies map in Treyarch history, and then now over time he's mellowed out, he's relaxed a little bit, and his views have changed, and he's gonna do a review on it soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
just a couple examples to throw out there. Basically, the whole thing to take out of all that rambling discussion. Just be aware of your past opinions, see if they change over time, and just compare them down the road and see your evolution.
Yeah.
You can notice little differences in how you view things.
Yeah. Also, so Austin Wright, just barely in the chat, said that...
what did Austin say?
He said that, like, Harriet's weapon actually reminds him of someone else, and I'm trying to like copy and paste
Jockey from Mortal Kombat. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try pulling up. Okay, that just pulls up a bunch of random people, so I gotta add Mortal Kombat to that search, or else it's just gonna be a lot of random old people. Okay, I can see that. Here, where's a higher res photo? There it is. Okay. All right, so that's her, and she has like robot stuff on her arms. It doesn't go quite to her back as like the Advanced Warfare stuff does, but that's a good comparison, Austin. I like that.
I have to see it because there's a little latency on the stream, but it'll pop up eventually.
Also,
just move on.
Some people in the chat are saying like we still don't know if we could trust the Ace Ops. Like, where are you feeling with like trusting or not trusting the Ace Ops and Ironwood?
If it's like Advanced Warfare, we're fucked.
Wait. No. Hold on. If it's like Advanced Warfare, Ironwood would be Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, so... that's right. So the Ace Ops would be Mitchell, Ilona, and Gideon.
Yeah. Basically, Ironwood's the one who gets effed, and then...
Yeah. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny we're talking about AW and RWBY because you have the Atlas Corporation and AW, and you have Atlas the Kingdom.
Yep.
in RWBY, it's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Inspector Who was just kind of agreeing with what you were saying about Rezo and like how people's first reactions to something could make them totally upset, but then over time they mellow out.
Yeah, like I mean, even like in the beginning, something like Volume 5, I was never like, I fucking hate this thing. And then like over time, I was like, yeah, okay, it was kind of not so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it's the opposite sometimes, where I like really like something, and then over time, I just slowly don't like it anymore.
Yeah, that'll happen. Like that happened with me with the Jack and Daxter franchise, or Jack 3 anyway. I still love Jack 3, but Jack 2 is the superior one to 3 in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, and also speaking of like villains and stuff, since we were talking about like if we can or cannot trust Ironwood, Jessie in the chat was saying she still thinks that Watts and Tyrion are going after the Happy Huntresses, and I think that's
actually
been confirmed by Chapter 3.
I'd imagine so, and also Tyrion is fighting what's her face, Robin, in the intro.
Yeah, he's fighting Robin and Crow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, also, Flint of RWBY's in the chat. I want to say hello to Dominic.
Hey, Dominic!
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to him about sometime in December being on VYTALCast. Like, I don't know, December 20th? Just throwing a random date out, but totally the date I was thinking of.
So while we're on the topic of, I guess, trust issues, I kind of liked how, I think it was Blake, Weiss, and Yang to RWBY, how now she's kind of playing Ozpin to where she's going all like, oh, we gotta keep our secrets to protect us for the sake of not screwing us over now, so we don't get shit done now.
Yeah, well, I like how they were talking to her, like how they were surprised with the moves she made, you know?
Yeah. I was like, during episode 2, I'm just like, I think I'm trying to recall the dialogue, but she was like, yeah, she says, but she was saying how, Jin only has, she has like a zilch left in terms of questions, and I'm just like,
she still had.
Is that actually right?
No, she had one left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of in the question. I was like, hold on. You still have one. You liar. What the fuck? Yeah, RWBY, don't be Richtofen. And that's a zombies thing, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was funny because Chapter 3, I feel like if anything, or this might be like an ongoing thing with the volume, is the volume will very quickly answer or reflect how the fandom's gonna feel. Because in Chapter 2, everyone was like, oh my gosh, like RWBY totally pulled what Ozpin did to them. And then in Chapter 3, Yang, I think, was the one that made that comparison where she said, are we sure we want to do that? Because Oz did that to us and we're upset at him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But at least they have their new upgrades, so they're happy there.
Nice, yeah. I think Nora is the only one... Nora and I think Weiss, I haven't really noticed exactly what the upgrades are, if they had any.
I believe Jean got a bit of a shielded, his shield got more of a...
His shield could do more of the extend, hologram extend, or hard light extend.
Whatever it is. Basically, his shield is a lot more technological than it was before.
Yeah. And also, Dom, I gotcha. Totally understandable. We'll talk about a day you could be available, if not in December. But so Jean I think was one of the more noticeable upgrades to his weapons and shield.
Oh yeah.
Yang she could now plant bombs.
Oh yeah.
Or do you think she could shoot bombs out and not just like plant them physically?
It'd be pretty good if she can shoot them out. That'd be good.
Now that I think about it, we've already seen examples of her doing that in the yellow trailer. When she's in the club, she could shoot out like more explodey firework looking bombs. We've seen her do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna? I think I'm getting like with Jean. I think he asked for a parachute back in Volume 1. He got his wish.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you played Breath of the Wild?
I do not have a Switch. I want one though.
Hiding behind there.
Hiding behind I have no idea what that anime reference is with the pig mask.
Yeah, Demon Slayer. So I got Demon Slayer, Breath of the Wild stuff. There's also like a Michael Jones signed print somewhere back there. But
Don't drop your shit.
Yeah, it's dropping. I dropped Bumblebee by accident. But I feel like Jean using the shield like the paraglider was totally a Zelda reference. Well, specifically Breath of the Wild, because they did like 3 piano notes, very similar to how. So Breath of the Wild, they kind of had a meme where they compared the music to the Minecraft music. You know, the piano music in Minecraft.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's okay if you don't. But
yeah, I've been around YouTube enough to know the Minecraft rage that was going on like 2010s.
Yeah, so they did like 3 piano notes that sounded very much like the Breath of the Wild soundtrack a bit when Jean did that, and I was like,
that would be cool if someone like when we get this is a bit of a stretch right now. I'm so sorry, Casey.
Make the stretch.
But all right, we stretching like Nucklefy and we stretching like Vine. But when the Volume 7 soundtrack comes out, I'd like to, if people remember that comparison between the Breath of the Wild soundtrack and the Volume 7 soundtrack, if that makes sense, like just make a frequency comparison.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that now with what we got from the episode, because it's literally just 3 notes on the piano and that's all. Like, for the one moment when he uses the paraglider, it goes doo-dun-dun, or something. Like, it's a very quick thing.
Okay.
Like, actually,
that would be really cool to just see.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
And honestly, who knows? Maybe it's just a coincidence.
It very much might be. I think if it was intentional, that'd be really cool too.
That would be very cool.
Yeah,
very
like, hey, Zelda. Because I know Miles and Carrie both love The Legend of Zelda. Okay, so I found the thing.
You can't create art without first being inspired by art already created.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
He's keeping it on his.
Which
I mean, I think
which is the spirit of RWBY in general. Like, if I'm not mistaken.
He's keeping it on his. I mean, I think we've seen this.
So right here in the video, you can't hear it, but the video keeps freezing anyways. But yeah, it's at that moment where they made like 3 piano notes when he does the little and it was nice.
Was
that nice little Breath of the Wild
3 piano notes?
thing. Just a latch on for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy theories, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's Kenny. I just saw his comment in the chat. He's like, Demon Slayer, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they're both really good.
Hell yeah, dude! I didn't watch both of them, but I'm just gonna chime along and say hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he was saying, well, Jean has a Joy-Con scroll now, so it's not out of the question for him to have a At Legion Sheikah Slate too. I enjoy those references to Zelda.
Doesn't everyone though? Like they have their own Joy-Con.
Yeah, they got their own Joy-Con. You know, like, hello, new Joy-Con. Who this?
This? Oh wait, am I doing the cap? No, I'm not doing the Captain America thing. It's like, I understood that reference.
You're like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But here's the thing that was gonna do it. Does the thing.
Does the thing. Oh shit, I'm a hypocrite. God damn it! Everyone go home. PSYLOD sucks.
Yeah.
PSYLOD's a hypocrite.
All your subscribers belong to me now. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, hey.
As if I wasn't a small enough channel already. David's gotta go in. Like,
yeah. Inspector Who just made a comment that I wanted to get to at some point. Ren ignoring Nora. Because we mentioned how good Nora looks now. And she totally was fishing for a compliment. And he just
I guess Ren was I know how disciplined and I don't know if he's by the book, but I would say that he was very focused on the mission, so who knows, it could be circumstances. Besides, at least everyone got Nora leaning on Ren's shoulder by the end of Volume 4.
Yeah.
But I guess in the moment now it's just like, darn. Yeah, like for us, we're just like gazing viewers, just looking into this world of Remnant, just saying like, hey, look at these guys hooking up. It's so epic. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just look at all these guys hooking up.
Look at
Man, dude,
yeah.
did you watch last week's VYTALcast?
I don't think I really.
Okay, because Sunny and
watched all
I,
of it.
Sunny, Xiaolong, and I, we were all totally like joking around about, you know, how they all have their own rooms now. Well, the teams have their own rooms now. like,
Yeah.
like if it was like if they said teen instead of teams, we were joking about like how Nora and Yang would be sneaking out of the rooms that night to go to Ren's and Blake's, and they just see each other in the hallway, and they're just like silent nod of acknowledgement. It goes, but yeah, I agree with what most of the chat's saying. I think it was just a time and place thing with Ren.
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
I hope they address it in the next episode.
They'll I wonder what their dorms look like.
Their what?
Their dorms.
Oh, we actually got a glance at that.
Yeah, it was just the hallway of the dorms anyway. I want to see like the rooms again.
No. We saw the rooms in the last chapter. So you know the scene where Jean is sitting. So they basically have you seen Star Wars?
I watched all of them. Yes.
Or I guess you'd probably even see this in Call of Duty as well. But they had like those bunk beds.
I mean, I'm not just a COD guy. I know Star Wars.
No, I know. I'm just trying to reference as many things that I could think of that they resembled. But you know how like there are some bedrooms where like the bunk beds are to the wall, like they're part of the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like that. They had two of those, and then they had the lockers on the other side of the room.
Oh, you're referring to when they were gearing up with their new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But those were their bedrooms too, because Shawn was sitting on a bed, like a bottom bunk.
I'll have to take a look at that again. I don't remember that right now at the top of my head.
Yeah. It basically looks like the inside of like one of the rebellion ships, in their sleeping quarters.
I think to an extent the Republic had that as well.
Yeah. Oh wait. Okay, so Austin is asking. Also, David, you got an idea to my earlier question? What was the earlier question? He said, got any ideas? Okay, he said, you know what I want to know. At some point in this arc, why did Tyrion find Jean interesting? I think that will probably be addressed, because now they're going to be at the same place at the same time at some point in this volume.
Hashtag future proof.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this volume is very much going to, like, at some point reflect what the fandom's been thinking if they continue the trend. Like, for instance, Ren ignoring Nora. Like, that's the thing we're all talking about from this last week to this next week. I wouldn't be surprised.
Except me, because I'm just here like, okay. That doesn't mean I'm above everyone.
You can appreciate a good girl when she compliments your looks, okay?
Yeah.
She what was I gonna say? So I bet in the next episode, chapter 4, she's gonna ask Ren, or Ren's gonna come up and say something to her like, hey, sorry, I was just focused on the mission. You look nice, or something. Because in chapter 2, we're like, man, RWBY pulled an Oz. And then in chapter 3, Yang was like, RWBY, you pulled an Oz. And we're like, wow, it's like they listened to us word for word and then put it in the script.
I know, right?
So I wouldn't be surprised if this was like the, wow, RWBY pulled an Oz. But this time it's, wow, Ren rejected Nora. And they'll bring it up.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They have plenty of times when they have downtime.
Yeah. Okay, so do you... What back to like Austin's question with Tyrion. What do you think about Jean made him interesting to Tyrion?
Honestly, no idea.
I think it might have to do with the reason why he has a lot of aura. I think that was the common theory from back in Volume 4.
Yeah.
But
his amplification, that would be very interesting if he knew about that already.
I think from like a episode of The World of Remnant, there was also like some sort of hint that people think might be leading towards Jean was related to the original king of Vale.
I do remember seeing that kind of theory floating around back in the day.
Yeah. So Austin's Austin Austin's like asking for serious answers, then makes a joke. Gosh, okay. He's like, Tyrion thinks he has a cute face.
Weird flex, but okay, Austin.
Weird flex.
Weird flex, but okay.
It'd be interesting if Tyrion knows of Jean's lineage and Jean doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
But it could be that Tyrion knows a relative of Jean's from something.
I mean, who knows? Like, I could easily just sit here like a complete pleb and just say it was just a look. He was in the heat of battle. Like, it could mean everything in the world. It could mean nothing.
Well, he verbally said, "You look interesting" as well.
Okay, that too. Never mind. Cancel me. Never mind.
Because he was going after RWBY because he's like, oh, I'm supposed to capture the girl with the silver eyes. But then he looks at Jean and he's like, but you interest me. And so that's what had the fandom kind of going, what the heck is with Jean?
All right, cancel me, guys. Never mind. Sorry.
VYTALCast, we cancel PSYLOD.
Darn.
Darn.
Now I'm free from YouTube now. Yay.
Yeah. Free us all, please.
Good lord.
Yeah. Wait. Inspector says, plot twist, Oscar is Jean's great-grandpa. Ew. That'd be kind of gross. Small farmer boy is taller Jacques-looking boy. His grandpa.
Okay.
We're going for the crack theories, people.
Oh god.
Get your dust, crack it up, theory. Sniff it up. It's time for those crack theories.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just like to sit here and sit back and enjoy the show, both the show itself and I know it's not limited to Twitter. I know Reddit exists and there's a lot more forums than Reddit, but I just love to sit back and watch the shit show just unfold.
Yeah.
It's a cursed paradise, the internet is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I agree. Yeah, and Inspector
I
know what you were referencing. It's just so he was saying Ozpin. Ozpin was the king of Vale, which means he may be Jean's great grandfather or the ancestor of
That'd be
Jean's.
very cool if we.
But he specifically said Oscar, and I just wanted to joke with that for a bit. But
yeah, it wouldn't be. I mean, we are doing a show here, so we might as well just entertain.
Yeah. But yeah, he did have his grandfather in the Great War and stuff.
Ah, the Great War. You'd love to see it.
Oh yeah, and Brandon. Oh, so Brandon Dodge has kind of like a counter to that theory. If you could call it that or accept it as that. He says he doesn't know, or he doesn't think that Jean's sword is the sword of destruction, as some people have theorized, because we know it's under Vacuo, and the sword of destruction was the sword that the King of Vale used in the Great War. But it was the King of Vale that gave the relics out to each of the kingdoms.
Ah, big brain.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Yeah,
okay.
Big brain.
All right. Now making some progress.
Yeah. VYTALCast, where we crack some theories. Both crack theories and actual theories. And flesh them out a bit.
Like an egg.
Yeah. Flint is like, big gamer brain. Yeah.
It's gamer time.
Gamer time. Also, I know we're just like backtracking to like other comments we had made about the episode, but I remember Jessie mentioning that she thinks Tyrion is going after the Happy Huntresses and stuff. Chapter 3, I think, confirmed that because he killed Forrest. You know, the leader of RWBY. The guy that threw a rock at an Atlas airship and got himself.
I remember.
Yeah.
Is it like Tyrion comes out of nowhere? Is just like, "Hello, Francis, Mr. Wick. Why don't you take the night off? Thank you, sir." And then he dies. I'm sorry.
The John Wick reference. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing that for the review too. Just throw in like an audio clip of just that conversation.
Okay, Flint just made comment of the night. He said, "I guess Forrest didn't run fast enough." Run,
I don't
Forrest,
get it.
run. Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Wrong Forrest.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's kind of considered a happy huntress, or not a happy hunter or huntress, but he was a supporter of Robin's, politically at least.
Oh yeah.
And so, you know, like if Tyrion killed him, it's very much it. All we need is to know who the previous victim was, or see the next victim, and know if that was also in connection to Robin somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Robin will be introduced in the next chapter, and she's like, "Someone's killing all my partners and friends," and then we're like, that's what was going on.
They are going back to Mantle. Well, technically tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going back to Mantle, and I'd love to see Robin, like, see what she's all about. I'm trying to remember a voice actress that was brought up to RWBY, but I don't think she was she hasn't officially made her debut yet.
Who?
Christina V, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she might be Robin. That's the theory. I know some people were thinking Christina V might be Mama Schnee, but
she could do both if she wanted to.
Why not both? I mean, honestly, like,
that's what actors are paid to do. They act out specific things, like whether they can originally speak like that or not. I mean, like, there's a day and night difference between Lindsay and RWBY, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there is a night and day difference between Volume 1 RWBY and Volume 7 RWBY voice.
Oh yeah, like the progression is definitely there.
Yeah. It's mind blowing, and I love it in a good way.
Oh yeah, that's I guess it's good that the actors take pride in their work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad.
Oh. Okay, so Austin made a good comment.
What'd he say?
So he said, one thing that got me curious was Harriet said about RWBY's semblance, since Miles and Carrie said we'd be getting an episode explaining semblances or something. And
interesting.
After chapter 2, Xiaolong, Sunny, and I, we talked about how we think that semblances might be explained more, or probably should be. Especially, and this was more in like contrast to Clover's semblance, you know, with him having good fortune. And we're like, okay, well, if he has good fortune and Crow has bad fortune, they naturally cancel out. And I was thinking, like, well,
meanwhile,
both of those semblances might be like going in and out of like how active they are, you know, like what percentage. And so, like,
meanwhile, oh, my bad, sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, like, if Clover is at like 40% and Crow's semblance is at like 45%, that will cancel out to like 5% bad luck. And then if it was like vice versa, like if Clover had like 20% good luck and Crow only had 10% bad luck, then you'd get 10% good luck, you know, if they're in the area.
Interesting.
I wonder if they were going to explain it more, and that was the purpose of it. But then chapter 3 came out, and RWBY was like, haha, see, our semblances are alike. I'm faster, and then my semblance is speed. And Harriet's like, no, your semblance is not speed. It is something else, you know, so...
It better be good.
I bet it will be. Like, with the quality of the writing we've been getting and some of the explanations we've been getting in world building, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a good explanation.
Yeah. It'd be good to get something good about semblances. I don't know what that is because I'm not a professional writer yet. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, but it'd be good to get it besides like a giant ass exposition dump.
I think if I remember correctly, there was a World of Remnant episode on semblances.
I believe so, yeah.
But then they took it down. So
wait, why?
If I'm remembering correctly, it was the episode of World of Remnant that they took down, and it was because they figured out later, like, oh, oops, we accidentally explained something not well enough, or we explained it wrong, and it will contradict something that happens in the future.
That's enough for us to give Rooster Teeth shit.
I mean, they addressed it. If I remember correctly, because Austin talked about how we were getting an episode that would be explaining it more. I think while they were explaining that, Carrie said that, yeah, we try to explain semblances in the past, but as the series been going, we need to like go back to how we explain semblances and like give it more depth and a better explanation because it is more than what we said it was, and I think he did address that World Remnant episode. Yeah. No. So Brandon Dodge is saying it's on the DVD, but I remember watching it on the Rooster Teeth site because I never watched the World of Remnants on my Blu-ray set, and I know for a fact I've watched that one, and because it used the glyphs, it used the speed, and the clones. Like it used basically all of Team RWBY's semblances as examples, but they did take it down.
Darn.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least we have room for improvement in the future.
Yeah, but I think if people still want to see it, it's still on the Blu-ray sets.
Still on the Blu-ray? Alright, good.
Yeah. Oh, also, Dad's Canny had a very good question that I had in the moment. He said, does Clover's semblance become enhanced when he flicks his lucky charm?
Let's see.
Because, you know, Clover, like, right when he was, like, hooking the Grimm's mask with his, like, rod, he, like, flicked his like, charm on his chest as if to, like, give himself good luck or something.
I can imagine that's something that would something that he'd do.
Yeah. Oh, guys, that was my Discord because Hunt SD just started messaging off in my Discord, and Discord decided to go back on the setting where I said don't make noise, and it's now making noise. Discord.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out Discord and Hunt.
I don't think his charm like actually has anything to do with his semblance. I think if anything, he's kind of trained it so when he flicks it, it's kind of like the. I'm trying to remember. There's a thing in psychology with behaviorism.
Maybe he's just motivating himself. I don't know.
Yeah, no. It's basically along that line. There's basically like a trigger to like a wanted response. So like so Mavlov with these like lab dogs, he wanted the dogs to like salivate when they see a lab coat, and basically they would feed the dogs, and whoever feeds the dogs wears the lab coat, and eventually the dogs took the lab coat as a sign of food, and so their mouths would water. And
interesting.
And so basically, it even without food, their mouths would water when they see the lab coat. So I think he kind of conditioned himself to like if he flicks his lucky charm, subconsciously, he's like boosting his semblance to have a better effect. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like that. I think I'd accept that. Yeah.
And it would be interesting if he talks to Crow about that as a way for Crow to figure a way to suppress his semblance more when he doesn't want it. So kind of like the opposite effect.
Yeah, I mean, he may have had bad luck in the past when he had Team Stark, but at least he has the Ace Ops now to kind of help him out.
Yeah.
As long as we're all on the same side, that
is. Yeah, as long as him and Clover are in the same room. Yeah, and of course, as long as they're on the same side. Which, if Lucky Charms ends up happening, there ends up being a conflict between the Ace Ops and everyone else.
I love shipping. Whoever knows me knows that I'm not a big shipper. I'm not Thomas. I don't.
No, I know.
Not bless Thomas, but I don't ship at all.
Yeah,
I'm like Arnold, but I'm just like sitting here like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I only brought it up because there's a joke I make in my reaction video, which, by the way, everyone, my reaction's still blocked unless they unblock it very soon, which it hasn't.
Darn.
Then it's probably not going to be viewable tomorrow. But I made a joke saying, is he gay or European? Because, like, there are some things that he was doing with Crow that is, like, I could totally see that as flirting. But is he just super friendly? Or is he actually flirting? You know? I'm kind of leaning towards flirting. But then a certain voice actor, I think it was either Harriet's or Elm's voice actor. They hinted that you want to root for Iron Crow or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, as soon as like I love and hate shipping culture to death, because like all you need are two characters interacting or hugging it out with one another, and like, yep, that's a ship for you.
Well, I mean, I think it's just more of like the weird fanfic side of people, like, you know, you always headcanon stuff.
Yep.
And so when you see a cute interaction or you like the chemistry between two characters, then you just start going like, oh, that'd be so cute, and then you just start like headcanoning stuff in your head, and it's just like an enjoyable side thing.
We already headcanon what's the ship? White Rose, because the thumbnail is the Ruby looking at Weiss.
Yeah.
That's the forced thumbnail. And me, I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm that guy. I'm no fun. I'm sorry.
Maybe I should loosen up. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not much.
As long as I'm not the guy who's
making certain
who's photoshopping. Even though I found this kind of hilarious, I won't lie.
Oh, was it the guy that photoshopped Blake and Yang stabbing each other?
I'm gonna lose my fucking credit here, but I found that shit hilarious. I fucking laughed when I saw that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm losing all my street cred because everyone fucking hated it, and I'm just there like I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I knew everyone was gonna hate it and take it personally, and I'm just like,
I think that's just more of you liking to laugh at outrage culture, no matter what topic it's on.
Personally, because I'm really tired of it, and I saw too much of it in the zombies community. Like, what I don't want the RWBY community to be is, because I'm pretty sure like this is a thing.
Yeah.
Want to know what killed the zombies community?
Too much hate.
The zombies community. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, like for me, shipping is just a fun side thing, and like seeing stuff happen in show, I think is cute, and I get a kick out of it because I'm a hopeless romantic. Right. But I'm personally not a fan of White Rose. I'm more of a nuts and bolts person when it comes to RWBY.
Oh yeah, they just hit the revive button on that one.
Oh yeah, they hit the revive button, and it's like, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. And it's funny because I didn't ship nuts and bolts during volumes 1 through 3, or it wasn't until like later in volume 3, right before Penny died, that I was like, you know what? Maybe that is a cute thing. And then.
Psych!
Like, yeah,
that's the wrong number.
She's dead, and I'm like, well, I guess I don't really ship RWBY with anyone. And then Volume 7's like, boop. I'm like, oh hey, Penny's back. So
everyone get back on the ship.
Yeah,
it was burning for 4 years, but we managed to.
It was just a submarine. It was just going underneath an iceberg. It wasn't crashing into the iceberg. It was going underneath. The iceberg's Weiss.
It's back and it's stronger than ever.
Yeah. So anyway,
man, I'm surprised we didn't talk about.
Speaking of Weiss, since we were talking about White Rose and crap,
oh shit.
Jesse,
actually, yeah, let's talk about Weiss more than the other stuff.
My bad. So Jesse was asking about if we think we'll see the Schnee family tree more, and
I wouldn't like Jacques and
I don't think we'll go too far.
I forget his name now.
Jacques and Whitley.
Jacques and Whitley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we're definitely going to see more of the Schnee family, but I don't think we're going to go genealogy. Like, we're not going to go ancestors.com on them.
They gotta show up physically, at least.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Mama Schnee, and I think Grandma Schnee might be the Winter Maiden.
Okay.
So, so there's this theory.
Now here's the real question, David. Who's the real thirsty mom that Miles referred to in RWBY's?
It's definitely going to be Mama Schnee. I think that's Mama Schnee, without a doubt. Because she's not in a happy marriage. She's drinking wine all the time. She's a definite wine mom. She's going to have the hots for anyone that comes through the door. Watch. What happened to Sun when he met the Belladonnas is going to happen to Jean, except for it's one parent and she's really drunk. Watch it happen.
It's like, hey, baby, how are you doing? I'm just,
Yeah, no. Jean's not going to hit on the mom. The mom's going to hit on Jean. That's what
I failed to make an impression of. It's like...
you said it so much. Yeah.
I think I'm too much sometimes.
Yeah. So.
But people like me somehow.
Yeah. So, I think Grandma Schnee is still alive, and I think she might be the Winter Maiden, and that's why we haven't seen her because she's held back. And
let's hope she's not dying.
But someone already brought it up. Oh no. Jesse was asking, did Grandpa Schnee die? Yes, he did. There's a World of Remnant episode on the Schnee family.
I guess he is dead.
Yeah. Because it brought up, so Crow was narrating the whole thing and was definitely having a few bottles while he's talking about the Schnee family. But he was talking about how the Schnee Dust Company used to have a good reputation, and that Weiss's grandfather, who I believe founded the Schnee Dust Company, he would actually fight on the front lines protecting the miners from Grimm while they were mining.
I think that's how it went down, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but...
They did not say he died. He retired? Yeah, to me it sounded like he was no more. Because Because it seemed like Crow said something like, once Jacques married into the family, then it sounded like something happened to the grandfather. Like he got sick and died of old age from retirement because he breathed in a lot of dust or something. And then because of that, Jacques was able to just do what he did to the company, which gave it a bad reputation, but it made a lot more money.
Yeah, that's what people have to do. They gotta step on others just for the sake of progress.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay.
I'm glad
people are saying.
I'm glad that Weiss. Oh my bad. I'm glad that Weiss actually got out of that mentality of stepping on others just for the sake of her own progression and glory.
I'm really glad too, because it honestly had me like hating her in Volume 1. Like I didn't
like
enjoy
personally, this was me like when she popped up in Volume 1. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is your name, you bratty girl?
Yeah.
That was me during the whole thing.
Company.
And now she's a beloved queen.
Yeah, dude, Volume 4 worked wonders. Okay, so
oh yeah.
If the dang RWBY Wiki will stop glitching out on me.
That goddamn RWBY Wiki.
Yeah, so I just want to I'm checking the wiki because I don't want to re-watch the thing. But it was saying the Schnee Dust Company was founded by Nicholas Schnee in the aftermath of the Great War in the Kingdom of Mantle. Nicholas Schnee personally led numerous expeditions around the world to find dust finds, earning him praise and respect throughout the kingdoms. While also greatly expanding his company, however, as time passed, Nicholas began to grow wary, also known as old. His family missed him, and his health was failing. He was convinced by his son-in-law, Jacques, to let him inherit the company. Under Jacques' leadership, the Schnee Dust Company's profits grew exponentially, albeit through a less than ethical practices, such as the uses of cheap labor, allowing dangerous working conditions, possible monopolies, and having shady business partners. Okay, so that's...
On the topic of dangerous working conditions, Ilya's parents in that mine.
Yeah.
They died in that mine they went into, right?
I believe so. So there are two things. So I think it was the Schnee Dust mine where Ilya's parents died, but I think it's also the mine where Adam got his face branded.
Would be interesting. I remember the look on Blake and Yang when they saw that STC logo.
That's the only explanation for why Yang would also recognize the logo. And people did the comparison because it had a very specific logo at that company. I mean, not at that company, but at that mine. It had the two lines, which the branding on Adam's face did as well. And
damn,
I'm kind of standing corrected here because the wiki does not mention Nicholas Schnee dying, but that was the impression I got, and I guess because I never rewatched it, that impression just stuck in my head as actual thing.
But as actual canon.
Yeah, but because it said his health was failing, I don't know. That took me as like, oh, he's getting sick and he's dying. And
yeah,
I imagine he would be super vocal from his retirement home or something. Or maybe Jacques would have paid for a certain thing that happened to him at the at the retirement home if he was
paid assassination.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Oh, okay, so That's Candy was saying, also, can we talk about the 2 jump scares this past episode?
I remember the Geist coming out of the dark.
I don't know what the second jump scare was. Oh, wait. Was the second jump scare Tyrion's reveal? It could have been
I'm
Tyrion's
drawing
reveal.
a blank.
I think Tyrion's reveal might have been it.
Does that count as a jump scare?
Yeah, people are saying it's Tyrion. Yeah, because what was happening was like Forrest was just walking around, all like, oh, do, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, Tyrion. So,
He just comes out of the dark like John Wick.
Yeah, he just appeared out of nowhere, and I guess that spooked a lot of people. I didn't get like, spooked. I was just like, ooh, someone's about to die. That was my impression when Tyrion showed up.
During my reaction, I'm just doing the whole John Wick thing where Francis is let off for the night.
Yeah, good old John Wick references.
Yeah.
I'm about to watch his younger days in Bill and Ted tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh wait, they're making a third one, aren't they? I've yet to watch Bill and Ted though.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I'm hanging out with a girl tomorrow, and she's like, "It's my favorite movie," so we're gonna watch that at some point. So
more Keanu Reeves, some snacks, and a girl. I see this as an absolute win.
Some would say the girl is the snack. I'm joking. That was terrible. That was terrible. Okay.
That's good. No, that's good. That's good. I like it. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So That's Kenny was just like, oh yeah, how he just appeared out of thin air. Yeah, because the light flickered in front of Forrest, and it was on, off, on, but this time with Tyrion. And I guess that was like the jump scare for people. And I was just like, ooh, he's gonna die. But it also cemented that Tyrion killed someone in chapter 2, and that was like, not Grim Goo, it was blood.
It's like
and I'm big dumb.
Remember, FTC. That's not for kill. Not for kill. Nice. Not for children.
FTC. Oh yeah. Thanks, FTC.
Yep.
Yeah, I did mark this as not for children, so we're safe.
Yeah, we're good.
I need to go back through all the other 83 episodes of VYTALCast and mark them the same. But
yeah, my channel's fine. It's all not for kids.
Yeah.
I just lots of blood. I mean, Tyrion's just secretly not secretly. He's just he's slaying.
He's slaying. Boys. Not stylistically, but he is slaying.
Oh yeah.
Like he's not slaying, but he's slaying.
Yeah,
he's killing people.
He's killing. Oh yeah, he's killing people. Watts is just hacking.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. Can I report Watts on the Xbox Live? It's like
he's using hacks.
I'm reporting him for cheating and hacking.
Yeah, Watts uses wall hacks. Confirmed.
Yeah.
But
he's probably no clipping too.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jesse, yeah, I was acknowledging everyone told me Tyrion killed someone in chapter 2. I just held on to my theory being like, no, it looked like Grim Goo because it looked like that. Watch
It was like what?
I had a theory.
Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs. Well, they changed it to Watts. You know, like Watts.
Watts
the character.
Dogs.
Watts Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Because I made that joke as well, in a reaction. But Jesse mentioned the I was about to say beacon ball, the Atlas ball. So I don't think that's going to happen until later in the volume.
The
Atlas ball, or the
Atlas ball. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Their version of the Volume 2 dance, I guess.
Yeah. So some people are thinking like, well, when I say some people, Thomas seems to think it would be in relation.
For a second, you said you froze. I don't think I heard what you said.
Oh, sorry. So Thomas thinks that the ball or the dance is going to be tied to the election. Like, it might be a fundraiser set up by Shock or Ironwood. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that might be happening in the later...
That does make sense, yeah.
Later part of the volume. Because it hasn't been mentioned yet, and I could see them doing, like, something big for the finale. Like, the ball gets attacked, probably by Tyrion and Watts. Something bad happens, and that's where the volume's going to end.
Well, that would fucking suck now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for everyone.
I don't have anything critical to say. Just like, oh, that'll suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyrion's mantle handling those murder victims. Mantle handling? Like manhandling?
Nah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, and Jesse, I don't think the Ace Ops are working for Watts. I think they're just working for Ironwood, and Ironwood is questionable. I want to trust Ironwood.
It's like, goddamn, we want to trust him, at the same time, it's just like, yeah. We've been deceived in the past before, and we're doing the deception now.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I really hope that Ironwood ends up being good, but if he finds out RWBY lied, or if RWBY doesn't eventually tell him the truth, or like deems it okay, I can imagine him finding out bad.
Then again, like, what is good? I know, like, I'm placing that question now, because, like, I don't know, Tyrion's version of good is just enjoy what you do, and you know, and like everyone's version of like good is going to be very different, even the villains, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think back in the Volume 1 trailer, RWBY even says she doesn't know what's right and wrong, or like what she's supposed to do.
Wasn't that the volume? Wait, did you say Volume 1?
No, 7.
Oh, I thought you said 1 for a second.
I might have said 1. If I said 1, I was probably thinking Chapter 1, and then I said Volume 1 instead of Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inspector Who's like, we all agree telling the world about Salem is a bad idea.
He's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think he means like we, the fandom, all agree that's a bad idea. And Ironwood is dumb.
I mean, who knows? Watch him. Just maybe our expectations have yet to be challenged. Maybe it is a good idea. Who knows? Maybe the people will. Maybe the people will rise up, but that's like a 1% chance, because they're gonna be like running, and everyone's gonna be panicking. We're gonna attract a whole bunch of Grimm. Everyone's gonna die, and we're gonna lose, and we have no more RWBY, and we're depressed forever at the end.
Yep, and that all happens by Chapter 5.
Yep. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just love it when things are fucking depressing as shit. In fiction.
Is Volume 3 your favorite? Different. Is Volume 3 your favorite then?
I have no idea, to be honest. I say Volume 4 is up there because of how dark it feels.
Okay.
But sometimes it's nice to unwind in something more relaxing and happy. Like, look at RWBY, like she's on top of Elm's shoulder, like we win.
Yeah.
And like it's nice to see something like that. Like despite all the hell that these kids have gone through, they're still kind of kids.
That
albeit experienced and mature ones, as Clover I think might have told him, like you've been fighting harder. You've been fighting hard, maybe harder than we have. Or something like that. I'm butchering the quote, but you know.
No, like you got the general gist of what he said, and almost word for word.
I was not. I don't think I was even on point, but oh well.
No, you were on point. Like if I had the ability to show clips on screen on command, I would totally be like, boop, there's the post, or boop. That's the line. Yeah.
If we had like a VYTALCast and a very scripted thing, that'd be very hard to do if you could pull that off, because we're jumping all over the place, and you can't have like clip for clip for clip for clip, like A B C D E F G, like you just can't.
Yeah. I've thought about changing the format to VYTALCast a little bit to be a little bit like how Arnold and Xiaolong and even Thomas do their live streams where they talk about it, but
I haven't seen Thomas actually do a live stream for a while. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah, he used to do them, but
Yeah, I remember.
I just wanted VYTALCast to keep like a natural conversation going, and it's like as long as we hit the bullet points that I wanted to talk about, we're fine, you know?
Oh yeah, like that's the beauty about a podcast, isn't it? Like compared to reviews that I'm gonna work on eventually, like instead of it being very linear and structured, we have one-on-one conversations. Well, one-on-one on how many people are in the chat? 12?
12. Yeah.
One-on-one verse 12. Well, I wouldn't say verse because they're not our enemies; they're our viewers. But we're having a conversation. We are all having a conversation. We're all chilling.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope we're having a good time.
Dude, I'm having a really good time.
Me too. Like, I mean,
call me Freddie Mercury because I'm having a good time.
It's a good time. Let the good times roll, right?
Yeah.
They're
rolling. Or Genlock. We could go Genlock too. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. That's Kenny brought up an interesting point that everyone in Remnant could agree to a Salem witch hunt. And boy howdy, if only everyone would do that.
Yeah, good luck. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Throw her in the sun? Oh yeah. You have like a giant crowd of people just I don't know lifting Salem like in the air, and she can't get out somehow, and they throw her at Sun Wukong.
Yeet.
Like which sun do you want to throw her at? Like Sun Wukong or the actual sun?
The actual sun.
Yeah.
You know? We'll JoJo Part 2 this, where we just yeet the villain into space. But
that's not gonna work. She's just gonna come back and she's gonna be even worse. Like watch him just throw her in the sun, and then like she comes back as some OP fire monster.
Inspector Hujo said Sun Wukong gives Salem a good time. They throw Salem at Sun Wukong, and he just gives her a good time. And there's no need to worry about anything now, because those abs could fix anyone's bad mood, even if they threw themselves in a pile of grim goo. Yeah. I word flubbed so much on that and tried to say that.
And just like that, we have That's okay. And just like that, we have another ship born tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Salem X Sun. Don't ship it.
Oh, God.
That's its tagline. Yeah.
No. Here's the trick, David. Tell them to ship it, so later on they're disgusted of their decision to ship it. And if you tell them to not ship it, they're gonna do it and be proud of it.
Here's what I will say: if someone
I'm completely wrong.
If someone creates safe for work Salem X Sun fan art, I will bring back fan art of the week just to show that on VYTALCast.
Oh my!
Oh wait, is it called Dark Star? Is that the name of the ship? Hold on. Inspector Hujo said.
Thing?
That's what I'm gonna check.
I gotta give the fandom credit. They know how to make ship names.
Yeah, hold on. Is this... I gotta find it. Where is it? This person? Okay. Scrolling past all the Blake ships and the Sun ships and the Nora. Okay, so Sun. Okay, Sonic Scarlet, Sonic Cinder,
this should be fun. Isn't there
There is not a Sun X Salem ship name on
All right,
this list.
okay. I'm about to ruin everyone's day. All right, everyone, go. Just go name it.
Oh wait. Hold on. I found the Google Doc. That was what I was trying to find.
Oh, there we go.
Sun. Okay, Sun. Wait, stop it. Okay, Sun. Okay, I found Sun. Now, where is Salem?
Oh boy.
No, it's called Flying Monkey. On the wiki, on this Google Doc, Sun X Salem is called Flying Monkey. But Dark Sun sounds a lot better. Especially now that Salem has legit flying monkeys. Okay, Inspector Who said he made it up. That would be very funny. But yeah, if anyone just wants for a joke to make a Salem X Sun safe for work fan art, I will show that with credit on VYTALCast. Maybe have it be like a comic where the world just yeets her at the sun, and then the son ends up being Sun Wukong, and then he just gives her a hug and she blushes or something. I don't know.
Oh my. Y'all shippers are crazy, let me tell you. But I love you.
Oh, I'm just doing it for the meme at this point. Yeah. I'm just like, I want to make it a meme now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, have your fun, but just don't be toxic about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't ever be toxic about ships. Like, that's really dumb. Don't ever do that.
So, otherwise, we'll toss you overboard. How about that?
Yeah, we'll toss. Yeah, you're like, toxic about ships. We'll toss you overboard. That's a good one. Someone in my Discord tried to like say that someone was trying to stir up shippers and like create trouble in the fandom, and that it should be discussed. And it's like, I mean, it's been discussed a few times on VYTALCast or any of my RWBY videos where I'm just like, hey, let people ship what they ship, as long as it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
We at VYTALCast Incorporated. We at VYTALCast Incorporated do not discourage shipping, but we also do not condone any toxic behaviors or any.
Wait, no. We do condone toxic behaviors. We do condone. Wait, what? Yeah, I think you were trying to say endorse instead of condone.
Ah, fuck. Oh, well.
Because you're like, whatever. We do not condone any toxic behavior. I'm like,
just
wait.
Don't be toxic.
Yeah, don't be toxic.
Did I say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't be toxic, everyone. Just stay safe and have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Throw at the fandom Salem's Sun. Gosh. All right. Well, I think for tonight we may be done with a chapter 3 discussion, unless there's anything that you wanted to talk about that we haven't touched yet.
I think we basically kind of covered everything. Like, basically, in conclusion, episode 3 was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, new outfits, Ace Ops in action even more. Shippers rejoice. We have well, it's not a new Grim, it's an evolution of a Grim we've seen in the past, so that was cool. And Tyrion.
Good fighting.
Okay, good fighting. And Ace Ops have the spotlight again, and Tyrion just being Tyrion. I mean, shit. What's there not to love? What's there not to love?
Yeah, exactly. There wasn't like anything that I've disliked about any of the past 3 episodes, you know? So
yeah,
it was good. It was a good, solid episode. I love how the fight choreography and the teamwork was really good too. Just how they coordinated stuff.
Yeah, the young generation gets to show off to the new gen. Well, the more experienced generation, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm glad they're all collaborating really well.
Me too. Alrighty. And with that,
is that all for VYTALCast tonight?
I think that'll be
all
it
for me.
What?
I think that's all, right?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all.
We're good. So if you guys want to go subscribe to PSYLOD. Yeah, you know, for his RWBY reactions, I'll eventually come back, and his reviews and essays.
Yeah, I try to make sure they're up to par in quality, in my opinion, because quality is subjective.
It is. I agree.
I know, like, I love how I mentioned Reykjavik earlier, and I'm gonna bring him back one more time before we conclude. He mentioned in a video, in his retrospectives, some people will stick around for the whole thing. Some people will stick around for his coverage on pre-production games. One gem that one subscriber really loves could be something else that could make people unsubscribe.
Yeah, for sure. And that's actually something I kind of had to deal with this week, but that's a discussion for another time. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Like, yeah, people are gonna love you, people are gonna hate you. You know.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, guys, go subscribe to Vincent. I got a link to his. Oh yeah, I'm like trying to close up right now. But yeah, go subscribe to PSYLOD.
Yeah.
I got a link in the description of this episode, or you could also follow him on Twitter with his handle on screen, which is also his channel name too. So, as always, I will boop you next time.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me, David.